fascinator. Section 6-inch square. Cut out your 6-inch circle. When interfacing, 2 pieces of felt. You're going to bring in a pipe cleaner and a 17-inch elastic. Tie a knot. Tie a knot on the other end. So you can mark it where you want to put it on your interfacing. Take your spot, have it come towards the outside. Change your setting to A and 2. Backstitch it. Good enough. Back it anywhere else other than here. Cut your threads. Now that we have the elastic in place, what we want to do is zigzag your pipe cleaner along your interfacing. And don't worry that it doesn't meet to the end. This is more so that when you want to form your fascinator, you have a bit of bend in your material. So having the interfacing is really cool because you get to do all your sewing on your interfacing and none of it will show on the outside of the fascinator. So that's what we're going to do now, is we're going to zigzag on 3 around the pipe cleaner. Good. Watch your elastic, your loose piece. Bring it around. Keep going around in a circle. It doesn't matter how far in from the edge that you do it, as long as you leave enough for sewing your fascinators together, your pieces of fabric. Be careful when you get around the knot. It is finicky, so I use my hand wheel here so it doesn't catch. And you kind of help it through. There we go, we're past it. So there we go, we've sewn in our pipe cleaner, tack it down, cut your threads. This is what we have now. And now we're going to cover it. So what we want to do, put a pin to show you that this is the front of your material. Like, you can use any material. We're just going to do it with felt because we're doing it for a fun little party, and this is what we've chosen. So this is the front of your material. You want them facing each other, so front's facing, and you're going to bring the interfacing on the outside of one of them. So tie a knot on the end to gather it. Put that in between your 2 facings. So here's the front, and that's going to go there because when we pull it out, that's where we want it. To turn it so the outside is out, this needs to be on the outside. It needs to show up on the outside like this. If it doesn't show up on the outside, it's because you didn't put it in between the 2 front facings. So that's why we've marked those pins. That's the front facings, the right sides of the fabric. Put your elastic coming through sides. So you know that this is the sides of your fascinator. This is the front and back, either way. Don't have your opening at the front and back because you'll see the stitches. My opening's to the side, so when I do the stitching, it won't be as noticeable if it's in the front when you close it off. Put your fronts together, your right sides. terminology, I'm sorry, not the best. We're going to sew around to here. We're going to put it back on 3 and we're going to do a straight stitch. So I'm leaving that open. And here we go. Back stitch to tack it down. Back stitch and finish off. Okay, and then cut your threads. Excellent. So now what we want to do is make sure again, and you can see your elastic in there. You may have excess, like really thick here and thinner in other places. So if you want, you can trim it. Try really hard not to. Be careful when you're around this edge that you don't cut the elastic, so know where your elastics are and trim any excess. See, there's my elastic, so I'm going to be careful here. And then you can go around also and clip your edges. Try again not to hit the threads that you've just sewn. You're just making this so that the curve comes around nicer. That's a bit extra, I can get rid of that. Watch your elastic. It's a bit heavy, so I'll get rid of a bit here. I'll get rid of a bit along here. Now, the game plan is to have a circle. It's a little off circle. You're all good. You're good. So now's my favorite part. Interfacing in our fabric together. So we're going to pull it through. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to catch a corner and we're going to take put the inside in and take the outside and bring it back out. Now I put the 2 pins on the front end of the fabric because it's all one color and I wanted to show you to make sure to have the fronts. Take the pins out. Don't even actually use pins if you don't need to, but take your pins out before you do this part because you don't want to get poked. Catch an end and start to roll it. Go gently and everything will come together. Yay, we see this, that's a good thing. That means we did it on the right side. And again, your pipe cleaner is a bit prickly, so be careful the end of that. So now what you want to do is go along the seam and poke it out with your finger or scissors. Because you want to get clean edges. Okay, see how it's nice and clean? This one needs to get poked out a bit more. So there you go. That was pretty good. This is on the outside. If you do not see this, it's because you probably put it in between your interfacing and your fabric. So you might have to take some stitches out along the side, bring it to the right place and do it again. Undo your knot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to roll this under, pin it, and we're going to hand sew it. Heavier duty needle. The needle being a thicker needle because the stronger the needle, the more you are able to get through. So what we're going to do is tie a knot in the end. Okay, so you have your knot. You're going to go inside here. Tuck it under. And when you go through your loop, that's what you want to do. Keep it tack together a bit better. Make it to the end and then knot it at the end. Kind of fascinators kind of go along the same line as when the kids have the little hats with the elastic to show it's a birthday party or a special event. Well, the fascinators are the same for women who want to party up or make it a bit more festive. They're unlimited to how you could do them. You could make them for any events, fun. Kids, boys, girls can make them for their mothers, their grandmothers, their aunts, their teachers, their special friend, a friend's birthday. How exciting would that be for like 13, 15-year-olds to have a fascinating party where they make fascinators? So you could have the bases created for them and then get the tool and the flowers and the glue gun ready and just let them put it together and then take photos of them doing it and videotape it. And it'll actually be a nice memory of the party that they had. And then make a little tea. Got your base. Untangle this. Now that you've done the base of the fascinator, it's unlimited to where you can go. This goes in the back of your head, and then your hair would cover it.